The world was a symphony of chaos. Wickedness had seeped into the very soul of humanity, corrupting hearts and twisting minds. Violence ran rampant, a testament to the darkness that had enveloped mankind. The stench of sin rose from the earth, reaching up to the heavens, a bitter stench that offended the divine nostrils. Amidst this moral decay, a righteous man named Noah walked with God. He was a beacon of light in a world drowning in darkness, his faith an unyielding anchor in the storm of human depravity. God looked down upon the world he had created and saw that it was corrupted. Every inclination of the thoughts of the human heart was only evil all the time. Deeply saddened by the pervasiveness of sin, God regretted that he had made humankind on the earth. He decided to cleanse the world, to wipe the slate clean and start anew. One ordinary day, as Noah went about his righteous life, the voice of God boomed across the heavens, a voice filled with sorrow and resolve. The voice told Noah of the impending destruction, a great flood that would engulf the earth, cleansing it from the wickedness that had taken root. God instructed Noah to build an ark, a massive vessel that would shelter Noah, his family, and two of every living creature on earth. Noah listened, his heart heavy with the weight of the task ahead, yet filled with unwavering faith in the divine decree. He knew in his heart that he couldn't question God's will. This was no simple task. Building an ark of such magnitude would require resources, manpower, and unwavering faith. Noah would have to face the skepticism, the ridicule, and the outright rejection of his own people. But Noah was a man of action, a man of deep conviction. Noah accepted the task with a heavy heart, but unwavering resolve. He knew the magnitude of the task before him, the sheer scale of the endeavor, and the potential for failure. He set out to build the ark according to God's precise instructions. The ark was to be a testament to God's mercy and a symbol of hope for a world on the brink of destruction. Noah gathered his sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and together they began the arduous task of building the ark. The sound of hammers striking wood, a rhythmic clangor that echoed across the land, became a constant reminder of the impending deluge. Day after day they toiled under the scorching sun and the pouring rain, their faith their only solace. People stopped by, scoffing at their efforts, questioning their sanity. They mocked Noah and his family, calling them fools for heeding the warnings of a supposed flood. Despite the jeers and the doubts, Noah remained steadfast in his purpose. He knew that his was a race against time, a desperate bid to save creation from the impending wrath. The ark began to take shape, its massive timbers a stark contrast to the fragile structures of man. It stood as a beacon of hope, a testament to the unwavering faith of one man amidst a sea of disbelief. With each passing day, the ark grew larger, its presence looming over the landscape. And as the ark neared completion, a palpable sense of urgency filled the air. The skies grew dark and turbulent, the winds whipped with a vengeance, and the animals, as if guided by an unseen hand, began to arrive in pairs. From the soaring eagles to the slithering serpents, from the mighty elephants to the tiniest insects, creatures great and small converged upon the ark, seeking refuge from the storm to come. Section 5. Aboard the ark, facing the deluge. The day arrived. The heavens opened, unleashing a torrent of rain upon the earth. Thunder roared, shaking the very foundations of the world. Lightning flashed, illuminating the terrified faces of those who had mocked Noah's warnings. With a heavy heart, Noah led his family and the animals into the ark. The doors swung shut, sealing their fate. Inside the ark, the air was thick with anticipation and fear. The animals, sensing the gravity of the situation, were eerily silent. As the rain intensified, the ark began to creak and groan, tossed about like a toy boat in a raging sea. Noah and his family huddled together, their prayers a desperate plea for survival. They knew they were in the hands of God, their fate intertwined with the fate of all living things. Section 6. 40 days and 40 nights, a relentless torrent. For 40 days and 40 nights the rain fell relentlessly, an unending deluge that swallowed the earth. The waters rose higher and higher, engulfing mountains, submerging forests, obliterating every trace of human civilization. Inside the ark, darkness prevailed. The only sounds were the creaking of the timbers, the roar of the storm outside, and the murmur of prayers. Days turned into nights, and nights into days, with no distinction between them. Time itself seemed to stand still, measured only by the relentless rhythm of the waves against the hull of the Ark. The stench of decay filled the air, a constant reminder of the death and destruction that lay outside. Yet amidst the chaos and despair, a flicker of hope remained. The Ark held strong, a testament to God's promise and Noah's unwavering faith. Section 7, Hope on the Horizon, a glimmer in the darkness. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity, the rain stopped. The storm, as if exhausted from its own fury, began to subside. The clouds parted, revealing a sliver of blue sky, a beacon of hope in the aftermath of devastation. Noah, his heart filled with a cautious optimism, waited 7 more days before opening the window of the Ark. He sent out a raven, hoping it would find dry land, but the bird flew back and forth, unable to find a place to rest. Days later, he sent out a dove. The dove returned, carrying in its beak a freshly plucked olive leaf, a symbol of life and hope. The sight of the olive leaf filled Noah and his family with an indescribable joy. They knew then that the waters were receding, that God's wrath had abated, and that a new beginning awaited them. The earth had been cleansed, washed clean by the floodwaters. It was now a blank canvas upon which a new chapter in the story of humankind could be written. Section 8. The Dove and the Olive Branch, a promise fulfilled. The dove's return marked a turning point, a beacon of hope in the vast expanse of water. Noah waited another 7 days, then sent the dove out again. This time, the dove did not return. It had found its new home, a world reborn, where life could once again flourish. Finally, after months of confinement, God spoke to Noah, instructing him to leave the Ark. With trembling hands, Noah opened the door of the Ark, and he and his family stepped out onto the soaked earth. The air was fresh and clean, the silence profound. The world around them was both familiar and alien, a stark landscape stripped bare by the deluge. Yet there was beauty in its emptiness, a sense of renewal, a promise of a fresh start. They stood there, bathed in the warm sunlight, overcome with gratitude for their deliverance. Section 9. Stepping onto solid ground, gratitude, and uncertainty. As Noah and his family emerged from the Ark, their hearts were filled with a mixture of awe, gratitude, and trepidation. The world they knew was gone, replaced by a vast, silent landscape. The air was heavy with the smell of wet earth and the faint, lingering scent of decay. The silence was broken only by the sound of their own footsteps and the gentle lapping of water against the sides of the Ark. They looked around at the unfamiliar world, a world washed clean by the flood, and felt a profound sense of loss and disorientation. The weight of their responsibility settled upon them. They were the only survivors, the custodians of life, entrusted with the task of rebuilding a world from the ruins of the old. Section 10. A Covenant for a New Beginning, the Rainbow's Promise. As Noah and his family stood on the rain-washed earth, God spoke to them, his voice a comforting presence in the silence. He promised that he would never again destroy the earth by flood. He established a covenant with Noah and his descendants, a promise for the future. As a sign of this everlasting covenant, God placed a rainbow in the sky, a symbol of his promise, a reminder of his mercy. The rainbow arched across the heavens, a vibrant spectrum of colors against the backdrop of the receding storm clouds. It was a symbol of hope, a promise of a brighter future. With hearts filled with gratitude, Noah and his family offered sacrifices to God, thanking him for his mercy and his faithfulness. They pledged to live righteous lives, to honor God's will, and to create a world worthy of the sacrifice he had made. Section 11. Reflections on a timeless tale, courage, faith, and the human spirit. The story of Noah's Ark is a testament to the enduring power of faith, the strength of the human spirit, and the boundless mercy of God. It is a story that has resonated with people for millennia, transcending cultures and generations. Noah's unwavering obedience to God's command, his courage in the face of adversity, and his steadfast faith in the face of overwhelming odds continue to inspire us. His story serves as a reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope endures. The flood, a symbol of destruction and chaos, ultimately paved the way for a new beginning. The Ark, A beacon of hope amidst the raging waters, carried within it the seeds of a new world. The rainbow, a symbol of God's promise, reminds us of his enduring love and his commitment to humanity. The story of Noah's Ark is not just a tale of survival, it is a story of faith, courage, and the enduring power of the human spirit. It is a story that continues to resonate with us today, reminding us that even in the face of overwhelming adversity, hope endures, faith prevails, and a new beginning is always possible.